Hey guys, Harry here and welcome along to this kind of update video with all the snapshot things and my favourite bits from it, because no one's actually done a video like this. Everyone's done kind of, this is an update, this is what Mojang have updated, but I decided, you know what, this would be a good video if I was just kind of like, these are the things that I like and these are some ideas that you can use with it. So let's begin the video. So yes, I'm on the latest snapshot, which is the 14W05A, and yeah, it's really awesome. They've added so many blocks into it. Now, this isn't just an update for just this snapshot. This is one for all of the ones leading up to 1.8, so all the ones after 1.7, which is really awesome. There are so many blocks, and yes, you know, I had to start out with these. I'm sorry, everyone. But these are the slime blocks, and if you haven't watched every other single YouTuber's videos, you won't know what these are. These are basically like springy block slime thingies, and they are really cool. And if I just go up this ladder here, if I just change myself into game mode survival and jump, you'll see that I can spring really high without actually taking any full damage at all. But if I were to go back up here again and jump off at the same height, you'll actually see that I will take full damage. So yes, that is a really awesome thing. You could use these as like trampolines and things, which is really cool. And yes, you do actually get slowed down when you go on them, so they are kind of like slime, and it's just really awesome. And I've had like hours of fun on those. They're just really awesome blocks. And yes, this video is going to be heavily based on this block here. This is the barrier block, and yes, that is a giant kind of no entry sign, because that's what it does. Is you try and walk into it, it's like, nope, can't go that way. But yes, this is finally an invisible block. It's great for map makers, especially someone like me as well, who likes to run a server, but the invisible block's actually on there. You can't actually stop people from running through them. So these blocks are really awesome, and this is just a table. I'm guessing it's just a random thing that you could do with it. But one thing that you can do with it is actually have this bridge here. Like, you can have a minecart going over literally just around, so there's no need for any bridges now, which is really awesome. And yes, you can actually walk over it and things, so it's not just something that you're going to fall through, it is a full block. And just quickly, going off track for a second, get it, because it's a minecart, you can actually be knocked off a minecart by going over an activator rail, or at least a powered activator rail. As you can see, it does have the effect of an almost broken kind of minecart effect when you do go over. So if you are in there, or a mob, they will actually get kicked out. It'd be awesome for like a train station or something like that. So that's a really cool thing that you can do. Now back to the barriers, because they're like my favourite blocks, really. If you are a Hogwarts fan or a Harry Potter fan, which is the same thing, you can actually like build the awesome candles that float in the ceiling. It's amazing. As you can tell, I love Harry Potter like mad. If you don't know what it is, actually, go and watch all the movies, because they're fantastic, and you'll realise that you love the movies too. But yes, in the movies, they have the giant hall where they eat and everything. And they have floating candles on the ceiling, like they just float there. And now you can actually have the floating torches, which is really awesome. And you can have the redstone torches there as well. And it's just really awesome. So you can pretend that you're in Hogwarts, or you can actually be in Hogwarts, because I am not a muggle. Another thing as well that you can do is you can have these ladders here, like a kind of floating, not floating ladder, but one of those rope ladder things. If you ever go on the Hive, you know that in hide and seek, the players can actually go up to where the seekers are if they are actually killed, and see them in there, but they can't actually go in, and the seekers can't actually get out, but they see a ladder. So this is exactly how it kind of works, but they use it with invisible other type blocks. So it's really awesome. So now you can actually go up to your cool platform thing and have fun up there by yourself. So yes, moving on, we have these power power rail things. Yeah, that's what they're gonna be called now. So yes, you can actually have your power cables, which is really awesome. And if you do power it, they do actually work. So if I just get a redstone torch, you can see that they do actually get powered, which is really awesome. And also, the invisible blocks can actually have redstone going through them. So if I place one here, you'll see that it will, in fact, turn off this torch, because it does actually count as a proper block, which means that you can actually place torches on there as well, which is really awesome. Now, going off topic again, because I thought I could do barriers, like for the whole of it, and then just do the other bits, or I could spread it out and make it a little bit less boring. So, that's what I'm doing. This is the summon particle command thing, and yes, you've got the lava particle here, you got the coordinates, how much you want, etc. And if I press this button, it's amazing. So if I just set this, for instance, to 599, it's going to kill my computer. It is amazing because you can do this. It is so cool, and this is again awesome for map makers, because you can actually have particles go off when someone, you know, walks through a door, or, you know, Herobrine appears or something like that. So yes, I just kind of made this. It's just a random thing. You can have like a little effect show if you really want to, if you're into your pyrotechnics, etc., which is really cool. And that's just using command blocks and that command there. So if you want to have a look at that, these are actually, this number at the end is how many there actually are, and those are just the coordinates, which is on the mine block, the command block there. So going back to the barriers again, you can actually make an invisible maze thing. Now I haven't elaborated on this one very much because I thought I could do it, but then the thing is I will end up getting stuck in there. So yes, you can just make cool little kind of maze type things, and you can see where to go. But if you make a full maze, then you won't really be able to see, which is really cool. And I noticed this shadow on the floor, and I kind of thought, that's giving me an idea. You can actually kind of draw things, which is really awesome. So, for instance, I get one, I can write hi with it. So, just using a shadow, like so, just get it like this. So, you can actually write hi, like so. This is actually taking a lot of thought here. There you go. You can actually write things, which is really awesome. So yeah, if you are like a pixel art maker or something like that, then you can start designing to your heart's content with shadows, which I don't really think's ever really been done before, because these blocks haven't been here. So that is an idea. Now another thing that I really love is the trapdoor windows. Yes, because you know, you've tried it before with the piston, when you've tried to get these for your windows, but they don't work. But now they officially do. You can actually have these as windows, which is really awesome. And not the operating system, but the windows you actually look through. So yes, you can have them there, which is really awesome. And because there was before where you can actually use pistons to try and make it go on there, but they kind of fix that. But now you can actually use them as proper window things and put your pies and stuff on the window to cool down or something. Now here is a door, and you'd be like, oh yeah, it's just a door, but you can finally stack them in 64. You don't just have to have one, you can have loads now, which is really awesome, because before you couldn't actually stack doors. I know it's stupid, but finally you can. I was saying that for such a long time. It's like, please, I just want to stack doors because I've run out of space. Another cool thing as well is the buttons. Yes, you've seen this as well. You can actually place buttons on the floor and on the ceiling now, and yes, it does power up there too. This will make awesome again for map makers, because you can try and find the buttons that are on the floor. Also, it will reduce any kind of redstone that you have to have going out of a wall. You can just have it on the ceiling, so you don't have to worry about people like seeing all the redstone and trying to build kind of round it to make the redstone not visible, which is really awesome. Now, just to clarify, if you do walk over it, it doesn't work like a pressure plate, which is good, because if it did, that would be quite annoying. But you can actually kind of just have them on the floor and on the ceiling and have a good time with that as well. Now, you can actually have a sofa, for instance, and have them to change the channels, or you could just build a giant remote, really, which is really cool. And if you are like a massive redstone and you like to build your redstone computers, you can finally put the buttons on the floor or on the keyboard, so that you don't have to kind of jump from key to key. You can actually just press them whenever you want to, which is really awesome. And these are the new blocks. We've got granite, polished granite, diorite, polished diorite, andesite, and polished andesite. So these are the new blocks. You can have them in your kitchen, for instance, so you can have cool floor, or you can have them in your bathroom or something like that, which is just really awesome. And yeah, that's really cool. So going back to the barriers again, you can actually have an invisible parkour type thing. I think this would be really awesome for people that are obsessed with parkour. I'm not, because I can't really do it very well, to be honest. But yes, people can do invisible parkourness, and yeah, it's really cool. Another thing you can do as well is you can put paintings on it now. And one thing that I noticed is, I'm not sure whether this is just my Minecraft or anything, but pictures now actually go in the centre, like double pictures actually go in the centre. They don't go on the block, which I kind of noticed. I'm not sure whether that's just my computer. Leave a comment below if you do have the same thing, whether it's just me, I'm not quite sure. But yes, you can have it as a flat screen TV thing, or you can pretend you're an artist and you're painting a picture out your nice window, etc., which is really cool. Another cool thing as well is that you can actually place signs in mid-air type thing as well, which is really cool, because I know on our server we have signs that just kind of float there, which is really cool. So yeah, you can now have floating signs. Also, you can have floating doors if you want to. I'm not quite sure why you would, but you can have floating doors anyway, which is really cool. Now, another thing as well is the jail cell thing, or the mocking jail cell, as I'm going to call it, where you can actually put a player inside the jail cell and everyone can see them there and be like, why can't you move? And they're like, because I'm stuck in this invisible thing. So yeah, but I like this villager though, because he's trading rotten flesh for emeralds, which is really cool. So I think I'll let you go. You can go anytime you want. No? Okay. Another cool thing as well with the barriers is you can make kind of water sculptures or kind of water type things, and you can actually hold the water in. So if you make a waterfall and the water starts to pour out, you can actually put these barriers in the way so that the water won't flow everywhere, which is really cool. Or in my case, make a water anvil. Okay, a bit strange. Now finally, this is my now he's left. He's gonna go okay, he just likes looking into nothing really. But yes, this is a really awesome kind of concept that I came up with, that I thought was kind of quirky. I don't want TNT, I don't want to blow it up. But if you are in survival or something, you don't want people nicking your chest. Now, I know that you can actually access the chest, but that's because I haven't quite finished it, because it's kind of... What are you doing? What? Maybe you can't go in that. You're not going in the house. But yes, I didn't quite finish it because trying to place invisible blocks into a box is actually quite hard, to be honest. But yes, you can have your invisible house type thing, and he's going to go look at this anvil because he finds my water sculpture absolutely fantastic. But yes, you can have your invisible house, so people will come over like, oh, I can steal their chests and things, and they're like, wait, I can't get in. Why can't I get in? And then they realise that it's actually an invisible house. And if you're actually inside and you look at it from the perspective of someone else, then you're just kind of there like, okay, they're like just in an invisible house thing, and they're jumping around upstairs and there's like no floor. So I just think that's a cool little gimmick thing. And yes, there is one more thing that I have to show you, which is a new game mode. So if you do /game mode SP, you will now go into spectator mode. Look, there is my head there, which is see-through and stuff. So yes, this is a new game mode which actually allows you to fly around. Now if I double tap the spacebar, you'll see that I won't actually fall down. This is because you can now go through the ground, which is really awesome. You can't actually break any blocks or place any blocks or anything. You don't even have a apparently I have a lever. You don't even have a hotbar at all, because this is basically an awesome game mode which allows you to see, well, everything really. So for instance, if you're playing on a server, which when the 1.8 update comes out, you'll actually be able to have the game mode be able to set to the SP, and people will be able to actually go watch the game without having to just be invisible, and they won't get in the way. Now, you can't break blocks or place blocks. You can open chests, apparently. Oh, no, you can see in chests, but I don't think you can actually modify it. You can also see in other people's inventories without actually being able to change what's in there or modify them, which is really awesome. And you can, like, fly through blocks as well, which is really cool for, like, any servers that you want people to kind of see in. So normal players won't actually be able to see this, but they might be able to see the lever. I'm not quite sure. I took a screenshot then. But yes, spectators will be able to see your floating head, but normal players won't be able to, which is really awesome. So yes, it's just one cool thing that they are doing again, and I thought I lost my arm then. There it is. But yes, that's just another cool game mode. And yes, all of these things are going to be really useful for map makers and especially for server people like myself, because there's so many endless possibilities that you can do with this. So if you do have any more ideas of what you can actually do with these invisible blocks or anything, make sure you leave a comment below or do a video response so I can go watch it, and then I will include it here, and then I will also put your name and your link to your channel in the description as well. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. If you really did enjoy it, make sure you subscribe, visit our website messabouts.co.uk, and I shall see you in the next video type thing. And yes, what I'm wearing is very rainbowy and awesome. See you next time. Bye!